So this is great because, something I've been waiting for a little while. It's been on, what's it called? Back order for a real long time. And I've been looking around for some reviews on it, and there pretty much are none right now. And if you look it up, you're pretty much just going to get spammed with a whole bunch of Fallout videos, because they got another thing that's got the same title. And what that is this cold steel gladius machete. Okay. Cold steel right there, if you can read that. And sheath on it. It's pretty nice. Simple nylon, but feels like a lot more heavy-duty nylon than all the other nylon sheaths I've ever had. The edge on it, it's a double-edged blade, but it's very, very dull. I don't feel any problems running my fingers across it. It's no big hassle, to sharpen up. It's got that nice little point on it. Surprisingly, I keep hearing about machetes and their extreme slimness, but this is actually quite thick for what I've seen as a machete before. But the only other machete I've ever had was that cheap $7 Walmart one, so, But anyways, the grip on this, classic gladius style. It's got this nice little hilt right up here. Perfect for stopping thrust, so your hand doesn't slide on the blade. This big fat knot on the end. It's a nice big ball. That's quite comfortable for keeping your hand from sliding off when you're swinging. And it's got these 3 ribs. You can see that, these 3 ribs right here, and that matches your fingers pretty well. And it's actually not bad for balance wise. And I'm sure if you could sharpen this up pretty good, it'd definitely be a force to be reckoned with. And price point actually isn't that bad. It's $40. These just got off back order. Back order. So I'm like the first dude ever to do a review on this. I'm sure like a couple years down the road, there might be a couple more reviews on it, but as of right now, first, bam, firsties. Surprisingly though, something I was kind of tripped out by was that it's made in South Africa. And I haven't had any blades or anything come out of South Africa. Not recently, but ever. It's either China, Taiwan, or China and America. I said China twice because, it's extremely common to see China on it. Because, ghetto boy here can't afford the higher class stuff made in America and shit. But I'm working on it. Okay. But, yeah. Point on it. It's not hypodermic, but, I mean, the fact that it's a big old sword, well, not big old sword, but I mean, it's got plenty of weight behind it, and the ergonomics of it, it's definitely a very good stabber. Excellent, excellent stabber. And slashing, I can feel it already, that it's got quite amount of heft to it, so it's going to make an excellent slasher. You definitely would like to put an edge on it. I like how it's double-edged, so, if you wear down one blade when you're working on it because it's a machete, you flip it over and you still got another edge. I wouldn't recommend this for batoning because it is double-edged. I don't know why anyone would try to baton with a double-edged, but it's a good debrushing, clearing machete, and classic gladius style. the sheath on that. Put this up. Wow, it's fucking dark. Simple Cordura. It's actually not bad quality in it. It's sewn together with rivets also on it. So it's also got this little plastic tail on the end to keep it solid, the tip point. And it's flexible, but it's also kind of stiff too, so it'll keep its shape. Unlike the $7 little Walmart one, which is basically like a used condom. Really disgusting, I know, but I mean, that's basically the consistency of it. I mean, it just flops. I mean, this kind of flops, but I mean, it's like the other one, you just hold out like this and it just falls completely. I mean, you see the arc I create with that. I mean, the other one, Walmart machete that I just fucking threw away because it was junk. It was only $7, so I could really care less. I mean, it just folded like paper. This is definitely gonna last a while. Good construction on it. Simple little snap button release, and back to the machete. See, there's a little bit of the black coating on the edge of the blade, but I'm sure if you regrind that, that'll all come off, come out gleaming. But it's not bad for a $40 price point, you know. It's cheaper than my Spartan, which is like 20 bucks more. But it's got no play in the handle. I don't know why there would be, but it's definitely solid. I'm fairly certain that this handle material is solid grivery. Yeah, it feels very much like grivery. It's got a lanyard hole, if you can see that right through there. But this ball right here, I mean, it's a little bit bigger than a skateboard wheel, so it's a great hand stop. Plus those ridges, as I said again, and all around, it's a very nice machete. I intend on getting more. Most likely the I already got a couple of kukris, so they're the extremely cheap ones, but not Cold Steel brand. They're called Evil Fighting kukris, and they're all right. They're fine, but I definitely like the ergonomics of this design. You can see why the Romans enjoyed it. But, yeah, a little review on it. Spear point. See if you can get the thickness on it. I'm certain to some people that might be too thin, but if you went any thicker, it'd just be a really, really heavy blade. So you'd severely lose out on speed right there. So there's a fine little balance between weight and speed. So I think this has got plenty of heft to it anyway, so it should be fine. And that's my review on it. Get in the frame. Cold Steel Gladius machete, made in South Africa. Interesting. But yeah. Bye-bye.